Oh, we on the air? Live, baby. You know we had the flood. Just dropped. What? 2 years ago? Oh, about 2 years ago. We back, baby. 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You gonna keep hitting y'all with these bombs.
Riding now, two bitches, they with menage a trois, hot the fries, bring her back home, they date the island now. I'm copping pies, things turn baby, I'm rocking fire, I got it all. A lot of bombs lean in the oxycontin. These plots.
Alright, y'all, I want to welcome y'all to Millenius Ent, Millenius the podcast. I want to introduce you to Millenius Ent on Instagram, Millenius Ent on Anchor. You know what I'm saying? Right now we got a special guest for y'all. Jimmy B. Jimmy Bones.
So,
You gotta forgive me first, cause you was definitely supposed to have a track drop when you in this joint. You know what I'm saying? But you see, I got something for that. I got something for that.
still accommodating where you made, still gave that music, man. Shout out. But what's up with y'all, man? Thanks for having me. First episode.
Thanks for coming through.
It's legendary right now.
For sure.
They said enough. They said it's something Millenius going on.
Some history being made right now, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, golf, for all y'all that don't know who I am, I go by the name Jimmy Bones. I'm saying, from the city of Philly, born and raised, musical artist, you know what I mean, writer, you know what I mean, songwriter, into a little bit of act. I do a little bit of everything, basically. I'm a man with many hats, many tricks, many trades. I mean, you want to follow me, go check me out at The Real Jim Bones on Instagram, on Facebook, Jimmy Bones, on Twitter, The Real Jim Bones. I mean, that's where you can find me at.
You know what I'm saying? So come right to the chase, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get to it.
Rap artists. I mean, rap artists. How do you feel about the rap industry in the 21st century? Just like overall, like a big picture of that, John. How do you feel about that, John?
Man, I'll be real honest, man. I'll say fuck the industry as a whole.
Rap, man.
As a whole, like really, I mean, like I'm saying as a whole, but when you look at different aspects of the industry, like it's certain artists, you know, that bring light to the game, and certain aspects about the industry that's good. It's like it's pros and cons of everything. But when you look at them cons and see how they outweigh the pros of the industry, to me personally, I just be like on some fuck the industry shit. And I'm not even saying that, like if it ever came down to it, that I'm just never ever going to associate with no, you know what I mean, major label stuff. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that as of right now, if I knew before what I know now, then, you know, my drive and my path would have probably been a lot different, because I used to be one of them artists that wanted to get the attention of a major record label like the Universal Records or, you know, Def Jam or whatever. But as I got older and started learning the business more, I'm basically just saying that to say that whatever the industry, whatever the label can do for you, you can do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to do for yourself.
That brings it to the point.
It means people getting rich right now. Underground artists, right? Independent artists is getting rich right now.
Right.
Making good money.
Hashtag Millenius. You know what I'm saying? It's happening right now. You got it from the source. Like, hashtag Millenius. Like, it's definitely going down nowadays. Like, it's easy to stream some genre and get it booming. Like we was talking before, having somebody actually showing up to a show is a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I've been to your shows. I've seen people in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the words. Yeah, in that joint. So
tell them what the reaction from the crowd be like. My audience just don't be standing there watching like.
Yeah.
I mean, they out there, they dancing, they making noise, they got their phones out taking videos, man. One thing about being an artist and an entertainer is you gotta know how to engage with that crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know how to make your audience feel like they're part of the show too. And that's what I like to implement in all my shows, or wherever I do some type of event where I know the people won't be watching. Like, I try to make y'all feel like a part of me, like a part of what I'm doing, quality of myself.
Yeah.
That's how I carry it, you know what I'm saying?
Them jewels, bro.
Like I actually made a post on my Instagram story like 2 nights ago. I think you might have seen it too. I said, some artists got star power and some just don't. You know what I'm saying? It's reality. There's some niggas that can really rap on it, people that can really sing and all that, but it's like, in today's scene and how music is, like, you gotta have some type of, I wouldn't say gimmick, because a gimmick to me is something that, you know what I mean, something's made up, something that's portrayed, you know what I mean, like, to cause something that basically alter how you want your results to be. Like, a gimmick is something like basically some made up shit, like, but you basically gotta be able to appeal to people, man. You gotta have that star power, like I said, like, you gotta, it's just something that can be explained, at least not by me at least. You just gotta have that aura to you, you feel what I'm saying, that energy, that vibe.
See, this is what I'm thinking, right? This is what I'm thinking. This is what happened. I just, you know what I'm saying, listening to you rap, listening to you rap to me, you know what I'm saying, inspired this. So, I'm like, boom. They ain't never think we was gonna be here in the long run, once, right? Two, we still here and we're on a bigger platform. Reem and I both talked about how every race raps. And now it's everywhere on social media. It's SoundCloud, it's in different languages, like, it don't matter the size or color. Every race rap, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, okay, it is a rap industry, so it's been industrialized a while ago. Almost like, you know, the whole McDonald's situation, with it being industrialized and the food just being processed, it's just a gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, bro, it's like to reiterate what you're saying, like y'all was talking with Terrence in our last segment about how, like, basically how easy it is now to get yourself out there, and get to different people and network with different people outlets like that because of social media. And I always think about how crazy that shit is now, because like back in the day before we had all this technology, like you really would have to put in that footwork, really had to go from city to city yourself, you really have to spend money on stamps and stuff, just mail this shit out to different people, like, it's crazy. Like now all you gotta do is pick up your device, hit a button, and you can have your shit to somebody in China right now, North Korea, South Korea, like you can have your shit to anybody in the world with just a device, man. It's crazy now, like, I'm learning, like I said, I'm learning.
There's still some out there selling CDs. We just walk by.
Oh yeah, that too. I still got CDs. You know, shit, my man Jersey helped me, you know what I mean, burn my shit, my mixtape last summer, man, a couple summers ago. Like, I still have CDs, man, because I was raised old school, so that's something I'm always going to be, you know what I mean, doing it for the culture, for the culture. You know what I'm saying, like.
That's what it comes down to, but I know that, John, like, having the ability to, remember it's about creating a name for yourself, so it's like, having that ability to do that online, in the palm of your hands, you know what I'm saying, is Millenius.
It's Millenius.
You know what I'm saying? Because that plus the grind anyway, the grind plus anything you was going on, you know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. The grind plus anything, you know what I'm saying? So, let alone this right in your hand, like, is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, for it to be the 21st century, you know, we always hear that, oh, millennials always on their phones, always, you know.
Phones, where is that?
Right, so folks don't care about nothing else.
I always say that for, like as much as I have my phone, like, I probably use my phone the least for, like, phone calls. That's the, like, I don't even use my phone when the phone's supposed to be used for. Like, I don't talk on the phone, big phone calls like that. Like,
right, yo, you're right, though.
That's something to talk about. So what you think about that? The phone situation, that's being on the phone all the time. Like, do you see that as a...
Whoever say that, you know what I mean, our generation is always on the phone, first I would say mind your fucking business. It's none of your business what I'm doing, anything I want, like, mind your fucking business.
Yeah, hashtag millennials.
It all depends on what you're doing. Like I said, it doesn't matter to anybody else, but a lot of people using their phone for different reasons. A lot of people getting money on their phone.
Right.
A lot of people phones are generating millions of dollars for it, like, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people use their phone for games. Like, it's whatever, but it's whatever people want to do. Like, it's not a law that says you can't be in your phone, so why make it an issue about why somebody in their phone so much? Like, it is what it is.
Yeah. Jews. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the big reasons why we're here, because it's a lot of stereotypes that go around for millennials. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's not so much of ignorance. I guess it's kind of ignorance, but for a certain extent, like you being able to tell a group of people that is like,
stink.
Like I actually I think I defeated the internet yesterday, but I ain't never been telling nobody about this shit yet. But it was basically a particular post on King Talbot's page, and like unfortunately it was a video of an old lady getting harassed and arrested. Like I felt as though she was harassed by the police. Old white lady at that. I felt as though, you know what I mean, the police were very like unnecessary.
yeah.
And the action that was taken towards subduing her. But like long story short, I made a comment about basically how the cop was, you know what I mean, over excessive, whatever, aggressive, whatever. And some other kid, like, he made a comment and basically saying like, how do you feel as though the cop was over? You know what I mean? Like, you could feel the vibe, like this is about to be some ignorant, you know what I mean? But like I still play the how I play it, like I explain my side and, you know what I mean, explain this side. And at the end of the day, it's like, we had you know what I mean, a nice little, we agreed to disagree, and we did it like adults should live. You know what I mean? We didn't disrespect each other, go back and forth and all that shit. You know how people get on the internet. Like they get behind that screen and they turn into some type of weird gangster, but it wasn't none of that going on. We had, you know what I mean, he gave his point, I gave my points back and forth. And that's crazy because even people else that seen that comment, and this one who said like this is one of the most civilized things I've ever seen on like the internet ever. Like, but that's the energy I bring, man. That's how I come at people. Man. You give respect, you get it.
Right.
That's how I mean.
Like, why did the other people think it wasn't excessive?
No, I ain't gonna
Oh, what you yeah, go ahead. You might as well just.
Why did he think that it wasn't like excessive what he did to the old lady?
I don't know.
I don't know. People be chilling.
And that's one thing that
What was
makes
his
me
argument?
believe about people. Like his argument, I bring that shit up right now.
I want to thank y'all for tuning in.
I mean, but you basically, if you can really visualize, I just realized, well, it doesn't even matter the color of the skin. It's an old woman. Somebody could be your mom, your grandmom, you know what I mean, whatever. Like, and the cop is like, basically, like, do you need a taser to subdue an old woman? It was like, basically, Terrence, like, would you have to subdue an old lady with a taser? Like, I don't care what she did, like, and it's to a point where she assaulted the officer, this, that, and third, but to me, I feel as though it's a thin line between assaulting somebody and defending yourself. I felt as though this old lady was defending herself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a big ass, probably the cop's probably like 6'3", 6'4", 250 pounds. I'm saying a little old lady, like.
Which is right, it's the 21st century. You know what I'm saying? You had the chance to see that dream.
Yeah.
Boom, right in front of your face. Before, for something like that, we probably had to wait.
Wait till the news drop.
Yeah, the news drop or something like that. And then you can only get out what so much. You know what I'm saying? Material. So now we see, and you know, having the need to want to act on it so fast, I'm glad we got the chance to put in an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, it used to be Facebook gangsters. Remember that time when it was like Facebook gangsters? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, oh, you disagree with me, now we about to be on some like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now it's on some type of time, like, you know, we can agree to disagree, and we understand like the growth afterwards. Like, you know, even if you're still going in your opposing direction, like. It didn't take up none of your time. You got a chance to conversate with someone. Did you know him personally? Right.
No.
Didn't know him personally. Like, you know,
And he became a fan. Like he said, and one of his responses to me, he also I thanked him for being respectful towards me, you know, and giving a good debate. And he did the same. And then he added a little side note saying, yo, by the way, I checked your page out, bro. I clicked your link, and you know what I mean, I'm definitely gonna be tuned in.
Yeah.
Like that's how it happened right there, man. That's how it happened.
All right, I stand for something. Hashtag Millenius. I stand for something.
That's Millenius right there.
All right. So, I mean, we hit a lot of the points today. You know what I'm saying? You dropped a lot of the gems. You You answered a lot of the questions that we was going to have pertaining to the hip hop industry. You know, with it being 19 years into this century, you know what I'm saying? We got the opportunity to sit here and chill with Jimmy B, Jimmy Bones.
Yeah, what I think.